the feeling of being an alien. I think many of us are familiar with this, but there's a lot of complexities that come with the feeling of being an alien. First of all, there's a pleasant delightfulness to being a foreigner, or to seeing the world in a foreign light. When we're children, we grow up into this existence, this mystery, wondering what on earth, what even are we around us? How are we in this flesh suit, in this body? What is our purpose? Why are a lot of the people around us behaving insanely, or don't seem to be able to get along, or are always comparing their progress with one another? Then there's alienation, in which a person might be ostracized for their differences of who they are. But I like to remind those around me that you don't really want to know everything. Now, it's easy, we've heard this before, it's easy to say, yes, I agree with that. But this whole idea of mastery, or having to have this sort of higher stature for professionalism in order to gain money for resources, it can really suck the joy out of remembering that you really don't want to know everything. You enjoy mystery rather than it being a rabbit hole of fear and worry that if you're not an expert, you could lose your job, or you might have to worry about competition, your resources, what people think of you. When we're a child, we have a go at things. We just try things out. We don't care if they're wrong. We just do it. And if we're wrong, there's amusement, silliness, unexpected surprises, and there's no harsh judgment or expectations about what it is you're doing or what you want to be. That whole idea of what do you want to be when you grow up, I feel like that is kind of a thing of the Industrial Revolution in schools and jobs, where you're only supposed to be one thing and have this one trade in order to make money and to thrive. The more we narrow down our life into that one thing, though, we lose that mystery. We lose that childhood joy of discovery. When I'm in my most creative spaces, I like to play music. Done a lot of different things over the years. I really love the spectrum of being. The idea that anything could happen at any time. A surprise is lovely, rather than when you're trying to calculate things with sales, or how people will identify you, or what group of categories they will lump you into, or harsh criticism of the art that you're trying to make. You can get a sense of why I created this vibe with this music and this atmosphere. It's just a reminder that when we're present and we're here now, in a meditative space where we can check in with our emotions, how do we really feel about something? What is really suitable for us in this moment now? These regular check-ins are so important because you might plan your day, you might plan your whole life, you might plan a career, even as an artist. And then the next day you find out you don't want to do that anymore. We force things against our will. We lose this meditative space, this presentness to be a spectrum of being. What is a spectrum of being? It is an allowance of a multitude of different emotions and sensations to happen all at once, and they aren't necessarily contradicting each other. Contradiction and paradox happen when we come predispositioned with the notion that things must fight each other to balance them out. But a spectrum of being is allowing multifaceted, seemingly contradictory things to exist at once. Any of my favorite artistic experiences, whether it was a film or a movie or dancing or synchronicities of everyday life or drawing or painting, it was rife with a multitude of things that seemed like they shouldn't go together, and yet they were a marvelous little symphony of whatever just happened to happen. So I think it's really good to cherish this alien feeling, remembering that we don't even know why we're even in these bodies, or where we're going, or what we're doing. And it's wonderful.